The brand new Freddy Funko Pops for SDCC 2022 are officially on their way in the boxes of fun to you guys as the collectors. But what happened to last year's Freddy's? Today we're going to take a look at all of the trending values a full 1 year later for every single Freddy Funko that dropped in 2021. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have arguably the most important video that we may ever drop on this channel. And today we're talking all about the man himself, Freddy Funko. Now, I know a lot of you guys, including myself, are very excited for the new Freddys that are going to be hitting a lot of people's hands in the next few days. We have our box of fun on the way, and I absolutely cannot wait to bust it open and see what Freddys we could get. This past weekend, we did get a lot of leaks and pictures finally swirling around the internet, as we now know there are a lot of Freddys on their way, including some really cool licensed characters. Some of the highlights include Carnage Freddy, Freddy as the Mandalorian, another Freddy Batman, and Freddy as Thor, just to name off a few. However, we are going to take a moment here to reflect and look back at 2021 and all the Freddys we got last summer. And more specifically, we're going to be taking a look at their current trending values almost a full year since they have dropped. And I'm telling you guys, you're going to want to stick around for a majority of this video because you are going to be shocked at what some of these are currently worth. So before you go handing all of your hard-earned money to your neighborhood flipper, you guys are going to want to watch this video. So if you guys have not seen any of our Where Are They Now segments before here on the channel, it is a video that we like to drop typically before every single major Comic-Con or event where Funko has their own exclusives. SDCC might as well be the Super Bowl of Funko, as we not only get a whole list of SDCC exclusives and a bunch of them that end up going to shared retailers, but we also get the brand new Freddy Funko wave for the year. And like I said, guys, this year's lineup is looking pretty good, and without a doubt it is much better than all of the Freddys that we got last year. But we're going to jump right into this list and break down every single Freddy we got very quickly from last year, and specifically highlighting their trending values. So we're going to start off with one of the more popular ones, and that was Freddy Funko as Hercules. This one came in two variants. We had a common one, which was limited to 2,000 pieces. This one was initially trending for $100 and has since come down to its current value of $70. The next one, which is the bigger one, the harder one to get, the variants that a lot of collectors were seeking, this was the glow-in-the-dark 1,000 piece limited edition Hercules. This one hit the market and initially sold for $1,150, and it's currently trending for only $260. This one in particular has depreciated by a lot. I actually have this one right here in my collection. It is one that I do really enjoy having. The glow on it is pretty cool, as you guys can see. I'll throw up a picture on the screen for you guys. 1,000 pieces. Now, 1,000 pieces for last year's con, that was the most limited item that we got. There was nothing below 1,000 pieces. And from the looks of this year, it looks like it's going to be the same. So the first one we had to talk about here, Freddy Hercules, and he definitely took a hit. Next up on our list, we have the Skull Trooper, which was based off of a Fortnite character, and we got two versions once again. Freddy Funko as a Skull Trooper came in at 2,000 pieces for the common version. This one was initially trending at $160, but now you can get it for a whopping $55 on today's market. However, once again, just like the Hercules one, the Skull Trooper also had a much harder to pull variant of limited to only 1,000 pieces. Like Hercules, this one also glowed in the dark, and this one was arguably the most hyped Freddy out of all the ones that we got. I am lucky enough to be an owner of one of the 1,000 pieces. I actually got it from a really good friend, Steven. Once again, thank you, brother, for sending this to me. You are the man. 1,000 pieces. I'm going to put the glow up on the screen so you guys can check it out for yourselves. When this initially hit the market, this sold for $1,110. Quadruple digits. If you guys had to guess what it's going for today, I'll give you a quick second. It is not going for over $1,000. You can get this pop for $195. This one in particular has depreciated by almost $1,000 in value over the course of almost 12 months. Pretty crazy. All right, next up on our list, we have one of the ones that was not as desired. This was 2,000 pieces, and this is Tennis Freddy, and this is coming in at a whopping $43. It did sell for a peak of $65, but clearly not one that a lot of people were chasing. The next Freddy that we're going to talk about is one that was a little bit late to the party and started showing up in collectors' boxes of fun towards the last wave of boxes that finally got shipped out. I believe this one was supposed to come in the first round of boxes and then be equally dispersed throughout all the shipments, but for whatever reason, it showed up a little late to the Freddy party. And the one I'm talking about right here is the Soccer Freddy Funko, which is actually one of my favorite ones that released last year. This one is limited to only 2,000 pieces. Let's see. Oh, and here he is right here. Check this out, guys. Awesome Freddy Funko variant. If you're a soccer fan, obviously, you're probably going to want to have this one in your collection. This one initially sold for $90, but it's currently going for $49 right now on today's trending market. I think that's vastly undervalued, but the market doesn't lie, and that's why we're going to move on to the next Freddy. So the next one we're going to be talking about is another one that was medium desired. I'd say in the ballpark of some people wanted it, some people didn't. It did have two variants, and this was Freddy as Freddie Mercury. Little Freddy Inception here. The common one was limited to 3,000 pieces. Initially sold for $370, but it's currently trending for only $65 today. If you wanted to go out and grab the metallic one, the harder to grab variant, which was limited to only 2,000 pieces, this one initially sold for $210 and is currently trending for only $90. Moving into the next Freddy, this was arguably the second most desired Freddy Funko behind the Skull Trooper Freddy. This one only has one variant, unlike some of the other ones, and this was one that I was even lucky enough to pull from my box. It is still present in my collection today. I absolutely love it. It's based off of a classic 80s character, and this is Freddy Funko as Marty McFly. Now, this one was limited to only 2,000 pieces, although initially some people thought it was going to be much lower. It did turn out to be a 2,000 piece variant. This one initially sold for $540, but it's currently trending for only $230, and it's actually trending at one of the highest priced Freddys from all the ones that we're going to be talking about for today's video. Next up on our list, we have the Judo Freddy. This one was limited to only 3,000 pieces, and once again was not one of the more desired ones. This one sold for a peak of $105, but you can get it today for only $48. The next one is also one of the ones that was not as desired, coming in with the 5,000 piece Dream Team Freddy. This one also looks very similar to the basketball Freddy that we got only a few months later last year for New York Comic Con. This one sold for a peak of $150, but is currently trending today for only $46. The next one up on our list here is the Teen Wolf Freddy, and the reason I put some emphasis on the Teen Wolf Freddy is because we also got Wolfman Freddy. I think some people got those confused, but we have the Teen Wolf Freddy Funko. This one was limited to only 3,000 pieces. It sold for a peak of $135, but it has not seen that triple digit price tag in some time, as it is currently going for only $55. Now moving into the Freddy Funko as Wolfman. This one had two variants, and I would say this one was the third most desired, right behind Marty McFly as well as the Skull Trooper. This one was the one that I was most anticipating, and I was super pumped that I was able to get this one for my collection, because this one actually made Freddy Funko history. So like I said, there was two variants. There was the common one, which was limited to only 3,000 pieces. This one initially sold for $300. However, you can get it today for only $65. And then the one that actually has made Freddy Funko history is the more harder to find limited variant. Only 1,000 pieces were made of the flocked Freddy Funko as Wolfman. And I'm going to show this one off for you guys because I absolutely love it, and it is one of my favorite ones in my collection. This was the first flocked Freddy Funko that they ever have come out with, and I really hope we get some more. Probably not this year, but maybe in the future. And here he is, guys. Check it out. Flocked Freddy Funko as the Wolfman from the Universal Monsters line. Limited to only 1,000 pieces. This is going to blow your mind, guys. This one initially sold for $900. $900, but it is currently trending for only $280 today. And arguably it has held its value a lot better than some of these other Freddys. However, it is still depreciated by just about 67%. Now moving into another Freddy that was once again not as desired, but it is a specific one that I wanted to highlight and talk about really quick for today's video, and that was the Ping Pong Freddy Funko. There was only one version of this. It was limited to 1,000 pieces, but it is only trending for $70. A 1,000 piece Funko Pop that's only going for $70. Proving the fact that Funko cannot just put a 1,000 piece sticker on any pop that they want and this thing will automatically be a $500 or $600 grail. $70 and you could be one out of 1,000 people in the world to proudly own the Ping Pong Freddy Funko. I think that is absolutely crazy. Next up on our list, we have Freddy Funko as H&R Puffin Stuff. There was two variants for this one, although I think Funko got them backwards. The common one was actually limited to only 1,000 pieces. It initially sold for $420, but it's only going for $95 today. The other variant of this was limited to 2,000 pieces, and this was actually the metallic version and arguably the one that looks better, at least in my opinion, and in a lot of other collectors' opinions. This one initially sold for $350. A 2,000 piece pop selling for over $300. Absolutely crazy. Today, if you want to pick it up for your collection, it's only trending for $65. Up next, we have another one that was pretty well anticipated and wanted by a lot of collectors, including Joanna. I know this was her #1 Freddy that she wanted to get from last year's FunCon, and this is the El Chavo Freddy, limited to only 2,000 pieces. And just like some of these other ones, I actually have it right here, so I can show it off for you guys. Let me see, and here he is, the El Chavo Freddy. Great job on the mold. He is in the barrel, of course. He's got that 2,000 piece sticker right there on the front. This one initially sold for $280, but has since depreciated once again by about 2/3, coming down to a trending value today of only $90. Up next, we are coming up on the end of our list here. There's not that many Freddys left to talk about, but the next two are very important because there was something weird that we all thought was going to happen with Funko that just didn't pan out. So the next Freddy we have on our list here is the Silver Metal Freddy. This one was limited to only 1,000 pieces. Once again, 1,000 pieces was the peak of limited items, or the lowest limited piece count items for the con. And this one initially trended for $150, but just like Ping Pong Freddy, you can get this one for not much money, as this is currently going for $48. $48 for a 1,000 piece Funko Pop is just absolutely insane, especially with Freddy Funko attached to it. Next up, we have the Bronze Metal Freddy Funko. This one was limited to 3,000 pieces, initially sold for $120, but you can get it for only $33. And brings us to one of the biggest puzzles of last year, and the fact that even though Fun Days was Olympic themed, we never got a gold medal Freddy Funko. There was a lot of rumors swirling around that a 500 piece or even a fewer limited piece Freddy was going to show up at some point in the form of gold medal Freddy Funko, considering that silver medal Freddy Funko and bronze medal Freddy Funko had already surfaced. However, Funko has yet to produce a gold medal Freddy Funko, and it looks like we will never see one, at least from this year's wave of Freddys. Now moving into another Olympic-themed Freddy Funko that we did get the Olympiad Freddy Funko. This one was limited to only 2,000 pieces, and once again was on that list of Freddys that was not highly desired. This one initially sold for $60 and it's currently trending for $46, technically being one of the Freddys on today's list that has depreciated by the least, comparing it to its initial sales. And the last big Freddy that we're going to be talking about for today's list is Freddy Funko as Jollibee. Jollibee, as you guys know, is a very popular ad icon, and a lot of people were excited to see Jollibee in Freddy Funko form. They actually made 3 variants of this, which was pretty cool to see. The 1,000 piece variant, the hardest one to get, was actually metallic. And this one initially trended for $680, but has since come down to $90, which is once again pretty low for a 1,000 piece Freddy Funko. The other variant of the glow-in-the-dark version, once again, is also limited to only 1,000 pieces. A lot of people thought there was going to be a tier system of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, but for whatever reason, the glow-in-the-dark version was also 1,000 pieces. This one initially sold for $430, but you can actually get it today for $145, being one of only a few Freddys from this wave to actually carry today a triple-digit price tag. And the last version of Jollibee, which was, of course, the common version, coming in at only 3,000 pieces, initially sold for $490, and my heart goes out to all you guys who ended up spending almost $500 on this pop when it first dropped, as it has depreciated by about 90%. One of the biggest drops since its initial price, as it is currently trending for only $55. The only Freddys that we have not talked about from this wave are, of course, the Artist Series Freddys. There was several different color combinations, and these were really not desired by many people. I actually really did like them. I have just about all of them in my collection. I think they're cool. Obviously, they're not that unique, as they're just the same mold over and over, just with different patterns. And you can get all of them today for not very much money, as there isn't a single version of any of the Artist Series Freddys that are trending for over $100. So guys, the reason I said that today's video was arguably one of the most important videos that we would ever drop on our channel, it's because I wanted to point out to you guys that as we move into San Diego Comic-Con 2022 and Fun Days and all the hype and excitement that comes along with this mega event for us Funko collectors, I just wanted to point out to you guys that there are going to be people out there who go out and overpay for a lot of these Funko Pops because they feel that they have to have them in their collection right now. And by all means, if you want to be one of those people and go out and pay these ridiculous price tags and line flippers pockets and be, you know, one of the first few collectors to have this in your collection, by all means, throw all your money away and please go ahead and do that, because you're obviously keeping someone in business. However, if you want to be a smart collector and an investor like we try to do here and what we promote here on the channel, collecting and investing so you don't end up spending all of your money in one place and your dollar can go further, then listen up, because we have some very important Monday motivation for you guys. Before we jump into that, guys, I just want to encourage all of you guys to wait it out if you are serious about picking up any of these characters for 2022. I myself am excited about a lot of these characters. However, if you wait it out, it will always pay off. And I attribute that patience and waiting to building up the collection that I have built today. And I want everybody else who watches us and follows us to have the collection that we have, because it's truly enjoyable to see every single day when I come home from work. And I'm really proud of everything that Joanna and I have built up over the past 9 years. Now moving into today's very important Monday motivation, I want to share with you guys a little collecting secret that has helped me throughout all the years of cons and has actually gotten me a lot further in my collecting journey than I think a lot of other people have gotten. And for today's Monday motivation, it is hunt where nobody else is searching. And what I mean by that is while everybody is going after these brand new Freddys that everybody is so excited to get their hands on, they cannot wait to rip open their boxes of fun, what about all the other pops that everybody else was hunting a month ago or 6 months ago? What about the glow-in-the-dark Moon Knight that everybody was going crazy for? What about the lawyer She-Hulk that a lot of people just had to get their hands on? What about the lawyer Matt Murdock? What's going on with those pops? Guys, right now is a perfect time to go after something that was on your want list that less people are going after, because more people are going after the new San Diego Comic-Con exclusives and these brand new Freddy Funkos. I myself have practiced and done this strategy over many years, and it has worked. Go after stuff that less people are looking for and you'll get a much better deal. And then when the new stuff that everybody was looking for comes down in price 6 months from now, a year from now, that is your time to strike. And I guarantee you guys, your dollar will go further, your happiness will be higher, and you will be a better collector because you have found a way to succeed while everybody was distracted by the brand new shiny items. But that's just me. That's my motivation. Hopefully you guys just take it. It has served me well, and that's why I'm very proud to be able to pass that information on to you guys, because I firmly believe in it, and it is a strategy that I have practiced and will continue to practice time and time again. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Where Are They Now? Let me know down in the comments section below what you thought of today's episode. Do you find it weird that every single Freddy Funko has depreciated in value? Because I actually don't. People ask ridiculous prices in the beginning, but for the most part, 90% of Funko Pops do come down 6 to 18 months after they drop. After that, it gets a little interesting as they disappear from the market, but that is to be discussed in future videos. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We are going to be back on the Whatnot app at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. If you guys want to go check out our Pop Mystery Box and Soda Mystery Box, they are both posted, they are packed, and they are ready to be ripped open live tonight. So we're going to have a great show. We cannot wait to see you guys there. We're going to be doing some giveaways like usual. It's going to be a fantastic night. With that being said, guys, good luck this week with everything going on. Don't stop shooting until you score, and we'll see you all tonight.